Sometimes we've got it wrong, but it's alright. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow.
Hello and welcome to The Search. I am Dee Norell for those of you who don't know, and with today's video I am just going to go over some things that are helping me with the priorities that I set in last video for the next 2 to 5 years. Gonna start with showing you guys my phone here. I do have a habit tracker on my phone. I do have an Android device. I'm not sure what kind of habit trackers are on Apple devices, but I'll leave the name of mine in the description. But I am able to create a widget here where it lets me know in the darker color the days that I've actually accomplished something that I am trying to do for that day or the time frame. Once you click on the widget, it does open up a short view of just a few days, or if you turn it, it'll show a larger view of like the full week. Check marks means that you did complete it, X's mean that you did not complete it, and question marks mean that you haven't entered any information for that day. Once you click on the habit, you can edit it, such as the name, the question to ask yourself, the frequency, a reminder, and a note that you can leave. You also can change the color that you would like the habit to be. Going into the next scene here, this is my cat Sir Belson, who wanted to be a part of the video this week, but this is the notebook that I'll be using to keep track of these priorities. This first page here, I did leave a picture of this in the last video, the list of priorities that I would like to get accomplished in the next 2 to 5 years. This first page is about traveling abroad, the information that I found about the minimum and the maximum, that there's possibilities for grants and scholarships, and then for me, I'm going to have to do research on international medical insurance. And then this is the list of possible careers that I have Googled thus far and found that seem interesting to me. Just showing you some empty pages here that I'll be using this notebook to list more possible careers and get more information about them. And then is a resource that was given to me by my career counselor. I have mentioned this resource before. It is the Bls.gov website. You go to the Occupational Outlook Handbook and then the A to Z index, and then it'll bring up a very large list of different careers that one might be interested in. For the sake of the video, I am just going to click on a random one here. And then it'll bring up information. The first page is a summary, which is a quick synopsis on like the median pay, the type of education that you need, what they do in this occupation, and the type of work environment. For more detailed information on these different things, you'll just click on the tab, like what they do. It has more detailed information about what is done in this particular career, pay, a little bit more information about how much you usually get paid, depending on like if you work in a government or school or private practice type situation for that here. This website I have so far found, I've only made it through a quarter of the alphabet, but so far it definitely gives more option than just doing broad Google search. With the list that I showed, that Google search was just me typing in careers that allow you to travel or careers where you use a different language or things like that. And I could only find those few things that interested me. With the BLS website, that long list from A to Z, and then even some careers that have numbers in them, there is a lot more things that I'll probably find. And after I recorded the video of the notebook, I have been writing down and will continue to write down until I make it down to Z. Once I have that consolidated list of the ones that I found on the BLS website that I'm interested in, then I'll be going through and like the page that I showed you, clicking on and going through each of those detailed tabs, like exactly what they do to make sure that it's something that I am actually going to be interested in. Pay is not really important to me at this time. My happiness is, so that doesn't matter. But the education, science is not a strong suit for me. So that may be a deterrent if it is something where I would have to take a lot of science classes. But that is going to be the next step that I'll be doing. And of course, the next chance that I get to meet with my career counselor, I'll also be going over and bringing up these things to her to make sure that I'm going down the right path, or even any suggestions for her, because every website's not perfect. And even though the BLS website has a lot of things, it may not have everything on it. But with that, I do hope that the couple of things that I've given here in this week's video is helpful to you guys. The habit tracker has definitely been helpful to me to make sure that I am keeping myself accountable with doing things that I want to do, especially with the language things. Before I had the habit tracker, it was like sometimes I did it, sometimes I didn't. But with the habit tracker, it's like, okay, I love seeing these long lines of the deep color, so let's keep on. This kind of a motivational thing. It's like, yes, got another check mark. Yes, got another check mark. With the BLS website, there's a lot of different jobs that I didn't even know were things. So that's a help, as well as even seeing some things that I was like, let me just open this up and research it and see what it's about that may not have shown up when I did a Google search. And I do hope that it's the same for you, is that maybe the BLS website brings up some things that maybe you didn't even know were a thing, and then you find your career. But again, I do hope that everything that I do in these videos are helping you guys and encouraging whomever may be watching this video. And with that, I am going to end this one before I start to get weird or awkward. So let's continue to figure out this life thing together. Bye.